It is now day 21 of the deadly Israel-Hamas war that has claimed thousands of lives. Now, one of the men injured in the initial attack by terrorist group Hamas is ready to speak out. In an effort to bring you the most direct first-hand accounts, this victim of terror has agreed to speak with CTV Morning Live. Before we go further, though, we want to warn you, you may find some of the images and details you are about to hear disturbing. When it comes to the latest developments in this conflict, there have been new airstrikes on southern Gaza, which are being described as devastating. A high-rise building gets toppled as Israeli defense forces continue to target Hamas. Israel also saying it conducted its largest ground incursion into Gaza since the war began, all of it sparked by the October 7th attack at a concert. Eitan Halley says he was there. He joins us live from Israel this morning. Good morning, Eitan.
Good morning, Stefan. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being with us and for making time. Walk us through what you described as being yanked up by your hair, looked over by Hamas militants, and then left for dead because you believe they thought your condition was too severe to actually take you hostage.
I don't think that they thought it was too severe. I think they thought that I was actually dead. If not, they would have taken me and most definitely kidnapped me to Gaza. And I don't even want to imagine what I would have gone through.
Okay, so you've shared some photos with us that we're going to put up on the screen. Your injuries include loss of shrapnel, ruptured eardrums. Walk us through what happened after the immediate attack, because as I understand, you and many others sought shelter in a bomb shelter that was nearby in the region.
This is true. So we were in a migunit. It's a concrete structure that is, it's made to make you feel safe and to keep you in a safe place from bombs that fall. What happened is that we went there and we were seeking somewhere safe to be, so that we're not in harm's way, and it just they just came out of nowhere and they started attacking us, throwing grenades at us. They shot an RPG at the entrance. They killed tens of people. We entered 30 people to the migunit. 7 came out alive, partially injured. 5 others were kidnapped, and all the rest were dead. And what happened when they finished kidnapping people and shooting up everyone else that was in the migunit, they left us there in a pile of bodies with human parts all over the place. I remember sitting and just looking at the wall and seeing a piece of someone's brain on the ceiling or on the wall, and it was the worst experience I had in my life, and I just was stuck there for 5 hours. I had nothing to do. I couldn't leave. I couldn't look outside because I was so afraid. There were a few points where I thought maybe I should get up and try to leave and go look for help, but you heard people speaking in Arabic and gunshots and explosions. It was horrible.
Just to be clear, are you saying that you witnessed some of these killings take place? Did you witness people dying around you or being attacked and then dying?
So, as I said a second ago, they started throwing grenades at us. There was one kid named, his name was Aner Shapira. He saw them throwing the grenades at us and he started tossing the grenades back out. He saved all of our lives. And what happened was, after they threw 3-4 grenades at him and he tossed them out, they brought out an RPG. They shot it at the entrance and he exploded in front of my face. Half of his head was severed off. Both of his legs disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. There was another kid, Hirsch Goldberg. He's an American citizen. I saw his arm fly off in front of my face, and he just sat there. He was confused. He didn't know what to do because no one expects anything like this to happen. I remember sitting there and I see Hirsch without his arm, and I'm screaming at him, "Look, make sure that they're not throwing any more grenades, that no one's coming in." And they kept on throwing grenades. It was a horrible experience. I don't know. Yes. I don't even know continue.
No, certainly these are really graphic details, and I don't want to put you through reliving that trauma, but I do want to ask you what was the worst of your injuries and how you're doing now.
So I wasn't injured too bad compared to other people there. Um, there were a couple that got out that got out with me and they survived. One was shot in the arm. His girlfriend was shot in the leg. I was hit by a lot of shrapnel. After a Nair blew up from the RPG, I think they kept on throwing the grenades, and I was able to throw another one or two out of the bomb shelter before one of them exploded and made me lose consciousness. I have shrapnel in my face, both of my arms, in my chest, in both of my legs. The worst injury, I think, was or is a piece of shrapnel that's in my chest. It's lodged in there next to my lungs. For now, we don't really know what to do with it. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm going to a lot of doctors and getting checked out and hoping to God that it's not something too severe.
What led to your eventual rescue? Because you're looking much better now and you appear to be at home. What led to your eventual rescue so that you're now out of harm's way and safe and reunited with your family?
So I feel safer, or as safe as you can be in a country that's at war. There's sirens every day, and obviously I'm getting anxiety attacks from it every time, just thinking of being in the bunker. So to answer your question, there was a civilian named Eyal. His son was at the party as well, and he came looking for him. And I think he saw dead bodies at the entrance of the migunit, the concrete structure, and he just popped in his head. And it was like seeing an angel, finally seeing someone that could protect us with a weapon. He called the military. The military came instantly, and they picked us up. They took us to Soroka Hospital. That's where we arrived and got checked out and were released home after that.
Okay. Eitan, I want to thank you for your time this morning and thank you for sharing your experience with us. I know that it's hard to speak about these details, but it certainly helps us and our viewers on this side of the world gain some more understanding of what people went through over there. You take care, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much, and thank you for letting me tell my story. I really hope that people understand that what happened there was a massacre. If you walked into the concrete structure after I got out of there, I don't think anyone could walk in there without breaking down in tears and just crying. I can't really understand why anyone would do something to civilians.
So we're very sorry to hear about your experience, Eitan. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.